Kia ora whanau, welcome to the Ice Hockey NZIHL action coming your way. Ko Blue Mountains, Collingwood, Ontario, Canada, Te Moanga, ko Ngātawasaga, Te Awa, ko no Canada aho, ko Ian Wanamaker, Toko Inua, Kia ora whanau.
Kia ora, Joel Rindelab here alongside Ian, ready to bring you all the action because tonight is the night. This is where it all starts, where we find out who's going to take home that Birgel Cup.
The Birgel Cup, it is shined, it is polished, it is on display, it is looking sparkling and ready to be won. So we have a final. It's a best-of-3 series, Joel, where we've got these teams battling. It's the SkyCity Stampede against the West Auckland Admirals, who have earned that home final by that 1-point margin that they earned in that regular season.
It was a tight regular season. West Auckland Admirals were top of the table, so they will be hosting this 3-game test. And it may not come down to 3 games. First one to win 2 matches will take home that big shiny cup that my mate Ian was talking about, and it's going to be a battle. These two teams know each other quite well and have been facing off pretty regularly in this championship series for the last few years.
So they are going to set to battle. We've got just under 5 minutes to go before puck drop. So I can't wait. This is going to be this is almost unheard of in the recent times with having West Auckland being the host. That has never happened in NZIHL history.
No,
I think final.
I think this crowd is ready, itching to respond. We have a packed audience here tonight. Is just going to keep getting fuller as they trickle in. But let's catch up from last week's action to see how this Stampede got themselves here.
Kia ora koutou. Welcome everybody to the Queenstown Ice Arena in Queenstown, New Zealand. Today's action, semifinals, game 2 between the SkyCity Stampede and the Canterbury Red Devils. So hopefully everybody can hear me while that's going on. So apologies if there's any bit of a video problem there, but we are underway. Trying to get that through neutral, but that's turned over to Coyle. Coyle comes in. Back and forth we go, or with a great nifty move, but the pass up to Eden. He's going to take a shot, rebound, and another shot. Eden not really able to get much on it, looking for a rebound. We do get it over to Bradley Apps, and Apps is looking for the breakout pass. Long pass out in front, Freer with it. Big turnover by Apps. Freer gets a good shot off on Reason, and Reason was up to the task. We get a 3-on-3 here with some speed. Van Sickle's going to take the shot, and a goal! Van Sickle with a shot. Traffic in front of Reason.
That's just great placement from Van Sickle there, going that blocker side.
Yeah, you can see
beautiful shot.
Yeah, the replay as he's coming through, crosses the blue line, waits, and takes that shot at a perfect moment as Sean Brown gets in front of Reason's line of sight.
Just before he can go down there.
And then he gets it right past Reason to the right, as both teams have. Red Devils coming out 3-on-3. They gain the zone, flipped in, rebound, and sent back to Van Sickle. Shot by Nichols. Funny bounce that hit something. Came up, hit Brooks in the shoulder. Then he puts his hand on it and stops play. Amston has it. He's looking for another long pass cross ice. He makes that connection up to Schneider. Schneider all alone. Reason with a big stop. Second stop in the glove. Fontaine sends it forward. And Bull's got it. Out in free goal! Hayden Bull with his 3rd of the year. Just as unlikely. Taking the shot and beating Brooks low. Let's see that one again if we can. I don't think we can.
That's some great work from the Red Devils. They've really been dominating that neutral zone at the moment.
Yes.
They're passing really well through there, getting those opportunities. Little 1-2, you get Bull on the left there open. Pots it, 1-all.
And that goes to Harrison. Harrison 1-on-2, but he's got some help coming. Shot deflected off the glove. Shot in on the crease right in front. Scramble for it. Another shot, nothing doing. And Eden carefully works that out, but McCarg brings it back in quickly. And don't forget, we are under a power play. So second period action to start here at the Queenstown Ice Arena. The Stampede win that face-off harmlessly into the defensive zone. Nichols throws it in, rebound off of Coyle, and Eden with a shot. That shot behind the glass, and Sofer collects back to Schneider in the low corner, double teamed, and that is a heck of a goal. That was behind the goal line.
God.
He hit Reason from behind. We got to see this again.
McRae just hasn't lost that touch.
That is insane. McRae behind the goal line. Look at the angle on this. Pass and a shot coming up right here.
Has he hit it off the inside leg pad there?
Yes, he hit Reason from behind, and Reason had no reason to think that it was coming at him. Eden with it. He's going to saucer it across and picked up by Fontaine, but not quite, and that's turned back over. 2-on-2 here. Van Sickle up the left side. Good move right in front. The puck sits in the crease for a moment. That backhand didn't go as high as Van Sickle wanted. Shot. That goes behind. Goes to neutral, and Freer's there. I think I've seen this before. But this one's turned over to Orr. Orr comes up the right side. He looks for a pass. Fontaine in front. Shot. And that goes left. And held on by Graham in the sideboards. He gets it forward right in front. Shot. Brooks. Rebound. Through the crease. Sofer can't. He gets it away just in time. He's looking for a penalty, but doesn't get it past to Eden through neutral. Eden with some speed. He's going to leave it for Fontaine. Fontaine tries to shoot. His stick is lifted, and that's going to give Freer an opportunity at a shorty. Freer coming right and hard. Shot. Too high. Off target. Schneider to take this one for the Stampede. And Harry Lowe with that. He lost it. That's a shot by McRae, kicked away. Schneider holds it in. Dodwell's going to chase that. No, he's not. McRae gets there first. He's looking for a pass. No, it's a backhand shot. Goal! Got some of the jersey there, but gets behind Reason.
Another beautiful goal by McRae. Little backhand.
Let's see that one again. It was a backhander. Or fighting for it. Then Jackson Fontaine throws it in back to Brooks. And that goes back to Haynes. Turned over to Eden. Eden with a shot. Or with it. I don't know how that didn't get in. And the puck was still out. And the referee laments it as it was his fault.
Kenny takes his comeuppance on that one.
That puck was right out in the crease and should not have been whistled down, but it was.
Absolutely.
And he knew it. It just doesn't quite get through. Or kind of whiffs on it. It stays in. Harrison has it. Harrison's looking for help. He's going to walk it in. Shot. Goal!
What a snipe. That is just beautiful. Come around the circle, top shelf. I could watch that all day.
Nobody's taking him. He walks it forward, takes the shot, and gets right past Reason over the corner. Rebound out in front, and it's going to be Harrison with it up the left side. Shot, and that did not miss by much as it trickled by. But that'll be the storyline here. Schneider and Orr to take that third period action underway. Can't do anything with it. Out to Reason. Harrison shot. That's deflected on the way in. It's turned over 3-on-2. Pass to the left side as Orr holds onto it. Off to Graham. Graham shot. Rebound.
All right, we are super excited to get back into this live action, folks. Cutting that highlight package just a little bit short. Final score was 6-1 in that second game. First game, 2-1. I'll be quiet. We are listening to the national anthem. Fantastic rendition of our beautiful national anthem here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Got to listen to both the Māori and English words. It is on. It is on.
It is happening. Oh my, are we excited. As you saw from that previous highlight, the Stampede have a little bit different lineup they're working with here for their playoff ties. What do you say to that, Mr. Ian Wanamaker?
Well, they are playing at the moment with a squad that is a little bit different than the regular season. It is what it is. They're cleared to play. So they have got Mr. Matt Schneider in the 2 semifinal games that he played. He had racked up 6 points. That is 6 points in 2 playoff games. And Mike McRae, who had played some of the games in the regular season, racked up 3. So they are well equipped for this Birgel Cup finals as we get set for puck drop.
And here we go. This will be Schneider to take the draw, and it's won by the Stampede. We are underway. The Birgel Cup finals. There's a shot on. Rebound comes out, and a shot. Oh, and it hits the post.
Did that go in? No.
Fraser Ellis had everything to look at and couldn't quite put it home.
What a start for the Admirals, right into it early on.
And Dag has it. He'll throw it back in as sparks are flying here early in Paradise Avondale. There's a shot from a sharp angle. Ellis once again with his second tally of the night. Nothing to show for it yet. Here's Daigle all alone. He shoots and a glove save.
Aston tested real quick and early. Stampede yet to reply.
That is Aston Brooks forced to do some work early. If you've been following the Stampede this year, they also have Joel Hasselman, who's the dependable import goalie, but will not be in action tonight.
Backup Matt Schwartz is getting that nod. Hasselman not even dressed.
But the Stampede still have plenty of firepower and depth to this lineup. As Harrison has it, the veteran Connor Harrison brings it into the zone for the Stampede. Trying to work around Taylor Kennedy. Looking for a feed, instead is forced to play it up to Amston at the line. Gets it right back, throws it towards the net, actually went in the skate of his own player, Max McCog. And now to the far side. Chipped out nicely by Henry, he'll go off for a change. And Amston will play it up. Harrison able to tip it up. Puck still loose momentarily, then corralled to the near wall for Kennedy. He goes up the wall to his brother Taylor Kennedy. And now Chalice with possession.
Stolen by Connor Harrison, playing in his 200th NZIHL game.
200 for Connor Harrison. Congrats to him. What a time to do it.
Fantastic. Good on you, Connor. So we've got a replay here of what has just occurred. Straight off that faceoff, the Admirals lining up quick and early, get onto that puck. Oh, sorry, the Stampede looked like they had it, lost it, gave it away. Henderson has it, backhands it to the net. Puck comes loose, second shot by Vesper, passes it in front. Ellis here, wide open net. He hits that top crossbar, and it squirts away.
Golden opportunity there for the Admirals to get out front early, but a bullet dodged for the Stampede as they'll try to recover after a few scurries in front of their own net. And here's Colin McIntosh. Good to see him back out there for the Stampede. As McLeish has it, the veteran defenseman over to Regan. He'll try to skate it up himself.
Takes a bit of a chop, and it looks like that has got the attention of the referee. Mr. Lumberjack McIntosh going to the bin for 2 minutes or less in game 1 of the NZIHL finals.
And McIntosh with a slash there. He is protesting this vehemently, but it did take Reagan down to his knees, so he will sit in the box for 2 minutes. Our first power play action of the night. It will be a 2-minute power play for the Admirals. Ellis to take the draw, loses it to Schneider and cleared all the way down.
Schneider, obviously a big man. He stands 6'7", adding a few more inches on skates. Gets a lot of leverage on those faceoffs, but Admirals have possession of that puck and looking to break into the Stampede zone.
So this will be Regan again. He's chased by Sofer, and he'll leave it to the veteran and captain, Justin Tay. And Regan into the zone now. He'll play to the far side over towards Ellis. It'll give and go back behind the net. And now Henderson. He'll throw one towards the net. Gets through, forcing Brooks to make a save. Not sure if he saw that one.
It looked like Henderson was going to go up top to Daigle on the top of the umbrella, but he hesitated, then saw that there was traffic in front with Regan there. Managed to get a shot through the defender's legs. Brooks squared up to the shot, makes the save.
We have seen that this year from the Stampede to try to get some bodies in front. Had some good success with it a few weekends ago against Canterbury. We'll see if they continue that strategy.
Admirals 1 minute left in this power play. Stampede looking to clear.
That one takes a funny hop off the glass and clears all the way out of the zone. Unlucky break there for the Admirals. So a few fresh legs out here as we get the second unit out there that will be captained here by Dag. Plays it up towards Harrop. He's able to leave it for Chamberlain. Chamberlain into the zone. And he plays it to Hayward Jones. Now to Chalice. Chalice couldn't get a stick on it, and that once again comes out of the zone. So not as crisp as the Admirals would have liked here on their opening power play of the game.
Perhaps some opening game one jitters, but looks like they're going to have to get that out of their system real quick as Harrop collides heavily with Carson Pratt. Looks like it was a knee on knee or shin pad on shin pad collision. Looks like he's going to penalize Harrop.
Good to see Carson Pratt get up quickly after that, as that can be a dangerous play when knees collide on the ice. But it looks like Harrop will go for the penalty here.
As you see, both players kind of jostling or looking to get control of that puck as it's loose, and both they collide. Never like seeing that, but Harrop is down. He's going to need to be escorted to the penalty box because it looked like he took possibly the worst of that offense.
Yeah, not a good situation here for the Admirals, as Harrop is a dynamic piece of this team, the assistant captain. That collision looked to be incidental, as neither of them really saw the knee-on-knee contact happening. But unfortunately for the Admirals, this will be a penalty.
So Chamberlain gets the puck off his skate. It's in neutral ice here a little bit, and then bang, straight knee. It was just under the knee, just shin against shins. And it looks like we might have someone else serving the penalty for the Admirals. We've got Steven in the box. That's Zachary Steven. If Dale Harrop, he's also clutching his nose. He might have took a little bit of a knock to the beak there, Joel, as he gets himself readjusted and attended to by the medical staff.
So it looks like the legs are working for Harrop, but got a bit of a facial there on some piece of equipment. Not exactly sure what happened, but nonetheless, we hope he is all right. And the result is
positive one for him. Yeah.
4-on-4 action for the next 17 seconds.
Yeah, McIntosh's penalty will come off.
So this will be Schneider chasing it. Hayward Jones just in front of him. He'll put on the brakes to buy himself some time and give it to Dag. Dag with some open ice here, so he'll take it himself just as McIntosh comes out of the box. So shorthanded opportunity here, just missed by Dag. And now it will be a power play for the next minute and 35 for the Stampede. That's McIntosh with it, fresh out of the box. He'll play it down low towards Schneider. Schneider trying to work it up top, but Hayward Jones gets a stick on it. Nonetheless, makes its way to McRae. McRae with a shot, he scores! Mike McRae goes top shelf, and just like that, Stampede are up a goal.
What a shot by McRae, a lethal shot that goes top shelf. Schneider has it, looks up top, does deflect off Hayward Jones, but McRae gets it, settles it down, has a look at his options, goes towards the middle of the ice here, just unleashes a hard wrist shot, possibly screen, knocking the water bottle right off the top of the net. 1-0 SkyCity Stampede.
What a rip from McRae. He had some time, and he just stepped right into that, going right over the shoulder of Chaba Magos, and it looks like we're going to get another penalty here. That's a third one in a row, and it will be a power play this time for the Admirals.
It looked like right off the faceoff, Connor Harrison took the feet out right from Sistrone as they line up for the faceoff here. Referee drops the puck. He comes in, kind of does what we call a slew foot, getting his foot caught underneath both of the legs of the opponent's player and takes him down. So no, not allowed. 2 minutes he will serve in the penalty box.
So this will be the second power play opportunity for the Admirals. Let's see if they can get a little bit more going and then the last one. And here's Dag with his shot. Can't get that one through. Hits Vesper. Rebound attempt. Still does not get through. And cleared up, but not out. And Dag again pokes one in, and this one does make it through, and Brooks will hold on.
So the Admirals really wanting to strike straight away, getting an opportunity directly after they've been scored upon. Early answer on the call. It doesn't even have one shot registered for the Stampede, but they have a goal up there, so surely they have had one shot on net. Anyway, Admirals looking to get another shot, trying to get one through and even up this game.
One shot is all it takes for Mike McRae. And it looks like the Admirals cannot keep it in the zone, so that'll be a face-off just outside the blue. Uncharacteristic mistake from those two veterans.
Yeah, they're just playing along that blue line. A lot of space there to be fair. And all the Stampede players up in arms saying, hey, that puck was up. Yep, the refs got it. They're going to reset, drop the puck, get back into action.
So a minute and a half remaining on the penalty to Harrison. And the Admirals will go to work. Setting up the power play here is Henderson on the near wall. Trying to find a pass through. Finally does get through to Ellis, but that bounces over his stick and clears the zone.
Admirals electing to have one player stationed in front of the eyes of Brooks. Working around 4, sometimes it does force you to pass that through the opponent's setup.
Yeah, not exactly what they were going for in that situation. You like to see some movement rather than stagnation, whether that's the puck carrier himself or somebody else to try to penetrate that defensive box.
Which is holding strong at the moment with active sticks. Very important. Get that stick in the lane.
And now played up to Henderson. Over to Dag. That just pops over his stick as he's pressured nicely by Van Sickle and has to play it down low towards Regan. Now over to Ellis. Ellis trying to buy some room. Back down low to Regan. They go back and forth. Up to Dag. Now Ellis trying to get one through, but that's just deflected wide. Regan was trying to get a tip in front, but couldn't quite get it through. And now back up to Dag at the top of the umbrella. Ellis tries to get one through, but that's blocked as Freer was in his way. Great penalty killing here. Great patience by the Stampede.
Really sticking to that system as they have been successful in killing this off. Harrison back on the box, 5-on-5. As Brooks holds on.
A little bit of a desperation shot from Henderson as they were not able to cook up much on that power play, just trying to get something on target to show for it.
Possibly thinking a little bit like, oh, we need to score here, we need to score, and maybe a little bit too much squeezing of the stick and ruining that earlier chance by Ellis with the puck going directly up the crossbar, perhaps playing a little bit in that mental game. We shall see how that will unfold.
Momentum can change quick in this sport, as Rooney was able to put a shoulder into McRae, trying to get the forecheck going for his side. And now Amston with a little bit of room. He'll go up towards Sofer. Sofer didn't have anyone cross ice, so he'll just skate it back into his zone. And then finally has an outlet towards McRae. McRae up to Schneider. Now Schneider going 1-on-2 here, trying to get around Kennedy and has to put on the brakes. Good play by Chalice to ride him off the puck, and now Kennedy is going after it with Freer. And
another penalty call here, Joel.
A delayed call here on the Stampede. So here is the whistle and another power play opportunity coming.
Could be a bit of a retaliation call here, retaliation play by McRae, who's not happy with the call, arguing his case. It is a hooking penalty. So something happened during that play, Joel, where a bit of back and forth, and McRae decided that he would use his stick in a way that was not allowed. The referee says, okay, you're going to the penalty box. We've had an awful lot of penalties early on in this grand final.
That has been the consistent theme thus far, as well as most of the play has been in the Admirals' favor, but the scoreboard says otherwise.
Absolutely. So Admirals back on the power play, looking to strike here. Coming in with lots of speed, Ellis has it now.
Now over to Dag. He throws one towards the net. That got through. Not sure if Brooks saw that, but he still made a pad save. Now Dag again, trying to work it with Ellis. He chips one down lower towards Regan. Now back up to Ellis. Had a brief moment to play it, but got caught in his skates, and now it's back to the near wall. Ellis tries to put one through, but Freer's able to block that. And now back over to Ellis. Up top, one-timer there, but that is blocked by McCog. And a much-needed change here for the Stampede as they get some fresh legs out there.
Bit of a giveaway there by the Admirals, stretching their changing penalty killers. Admirals, the Henderson had the puck off his stick and then sent right back down by True.
Here's Chamberlain with the puck now. He's just going to use the wheels himself, bringing it into the zone. And it's played over to the far side towards Rooney. Rooney now to the near wall. Hayward Jones is the only man there. And he has 30 seconds to work with here on this Admirals power play. Chalice puts one through, and a great glove save by Brooks as he had to snatch that one out of traffic.
Another good shot there from the point. Chalice using that drag and shoot method, looking to get a screen offered by Gareth McLeish in front of the net, as Hayward Jones has it, and he sends it right up to Chalice. And he curls it, gives himself some time and space. Shot going upstairs. Brooks can see it. He's going to stop that.
So Stampede win the draw and able to clear it out of the zone once again as the Admirals recollect in center ice. It's Chamberlain who brings it in the zone, but he's sat down by True. Puck still free and knocked out of the zone rather nicely by Cameron True. And so that will do it here. McRae just coming out of the box, so we're back to 5-on-5 action in Paradise Avondale.
So Stampede successfully killing off two very early penalties that they have received.
So Schneider here will win the race to the puck with big hit there by Moses, but still able to control it on the Stampede. Sofer looking for a centering feed, but Chalice is able to square him off. Now behind the net, McRae. Centering feed there, was looking for Schneider, had a little bit of a seam, but Chabo is able to intercept that pass with a much needed poke check.
Yeah, so we have seen quite a lot of action inside that SkyCity Stampede zone, but they have held their positioning well and managed to counterattack. And when they have attacked, they have also looked quite dangerous.
A lot of talent here on both rosters. The pinnacle of New Zealand ice hockey on display tonight. Coming your way, plenty of action still underway with just over 9 minutes remaining here in the opening frame. Now to the far side, that's Henry. He's able to get it in on a second attempt. And Freer blindly plays it up the wall, but Moses was the only one there. Excuse me, that was Henry again. And Henry working with the puck, but Coyle on his back, able to get down low towards Sistroni. Now up top to Kennedy. Kennedy puts one right on, rebound there momentarily, but cleared away nicely by Freer. And now Dag will skate into the zone, puts one right on, but a stick save made there by Brooks, who has looked sharp tonight so far. Another attempt here as Rooney was able to get a stick on it. It was Vesper now chasing on the far side towards Freer. And cleared out to center ice once again. Hayward Jones has it. He plays it up towards Vesper. Vesper leaves it for Henderson, but that gets caught in his skates. And it's taken the other way by Max McCog. McCog receives a shoulder from Hayward Jones and then one from Henderson. And then a big hit from Harrison. So bodies flying all over the place here as the physicality is starting to step up as Dag has a seam. Dag with a shot, just missed. Trying to catch Brooks leaning.
Going that top shelf, didn't miss by much.
And here's Andy Hart now for the Admirals. He'll bring it into the zone 1-on-4. Trying to buy some time to get some help from the teammate. Shot, oh, what a save by Brooks as Chalice was all alone in front, but he said no.
Great setup there by Andy Hart to find Chalice, and that late man dropping the puck to him. Absolutely robbed, though, was Chalice.
And McIntosh with a spinorama, but forgets the puck, and now it's 2-on-3 the other way. as Andy Hart's pass deflects off a player, and now McIntosh with a C. McIntosh, shot, save, rebound all alone. Oh, and Chaba makes another stop.
Huge moment change in the game there with Chaba stepping up 1-0 and straight back the other way. Chamberlain unleashes a shot that Brooks sees and holds on to. Literally end-to-end action here.
We are seeing just tiny seams open up, and it does not take much for either of these two teams, as this was a golden opportunity. Rebound sitting all alone, and Chaba moves across to make the save.
It's a good play by Hurley to find McIntosh, who was in behind the Admirals defenseman, and he came in, hard low shot, led to a rebound, and then that shot 1-0 to Chaba. What a save, and straight back the other way.
So the crowd is definitely getting involved after this end-to-end action. We have a brief pause here while we get the scoreboard updated. A slight technical difficulty, but we have professionals on top of it. So we'll get back to the action here momentarily with a face-off just to the left of Brooks. Schneider wins another draw, and they'll play it around, trying to catch Sofer down the ice, but that's far too far in front of him, and it'll be Kennedy to start behind his own net. And now up to Chamberlain. He'll throw one in deep. Leave it for Sestroni to change, but True's the first one there. He chips it ahead. But Kennedy, again, able to keep it in. Finds a stick of Sestroni. Backhand pass there, looking for Vesper, but couldn't get a stick on it.
Nothing getting through cleanly, so they're going to have to fight for every inch out here on this ice.
Now up the wall, looking for Sestroni, but he was actually going the other way, and it goes to McRae. McRae, always dangerous with the puck, has the lone goal so far this evening. And now Schneider takes a hit from Kennedy and played up towards the wall, but no, now it's McRae who's fighting for it, and it goes over to Schneider's stick.
He still manages to get that puck, Joe, after taking 3 multiple hits there, and he does well.
These Stampede players are so good with the puck that you really do have to swarm them if you want a chance to break up that play. And now chipped up towards Henderson. He'll go chase with True, but that's actually Amston who's able to get a stick on it. Played up, no high stick here as it goes right to Harrison, so 2-on-2 the other way as he takes a shoulder from Dag and then taken to the ground. And a bit of a scuffle on the ice, but no call there. As tempers and the emotion is starting to flow.
Yeah, so Daigle stepped into Harrison. Harrison not happy, gave Daigle a bit of a punch to the face right in front of the referee, so the referee sees it, lets it continue. We'll see how that shapes up here as Harrison has the puck. Takes the hit here as Daigle angles him away, hits him to the boards onto the glass. They end up landing on top of each other, and Harrison not liking that, gives Daigle a little bit of a face wash.
Two players
who know each other well.
Intimately, as a shot here is blocked from the blue line. Stampede doing a really good job of standing in front of these pucks.
Block shots are huge in finals, often the stat that doesn't get noticed as much, but can make a big difference in a game.
So here's Connor Harrison again with the puck. He'll throw one in, and it's McLeish to retreat. McCock trying to get a piece of him, and that's Harrop back on the ice, who is, after taking a shot to the face, good to see him back out there. And Regan has it. He'll try to play it up the wall. That gets through everyone. No icing here. As Bert Haynes getting his first action tonight with a missed pass. And it'll be back to the far corner for Haynes for another try.
Second time, couldn't clear it. Third time, might need a little help there. They are rolling 5 defensemen. He is their 5th defenseman, so he will see some time.
There's a shot from Kennedy that just missed wide. And that one is played over the glass into the netting, so we will get a whistle and a face-off outside the zone. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in this opening contest. Shots well in favor of the West Auckland Admirals, but again, scoreboard all Stampede.
Yeah, at the end of the game, Joel, it would only matter what that scoreboard says to determine the match. And there it is at the moment. Stampede got 1, Admirals none.
So Stampede will start from their own end, played up towards Sofer. He's rubbed off the puck by Ellis, and it comes out to center ice. Admirals trying to play it in, but Vesper just couldn't get it past Amston. And now to the near side, Ellis. Ellis tries to put one through, but a great recovery there by True to knock it into the netting over the glass. Otherwise, there was a good opportunity there back door.
Again, block shot. So one of the things I might add on this, Joel, is that Stampede probably have watched a lot of footage on how the Admirals had beat them. Admirals really put a lot of pressure during that penalty kill, and they've reversed that today, so far, tonight. So again, a bit of their own medicine being served right back at the Admirals.
Yeah, a great game plan thus far, blocking a lot of shots. And once again, we saw the effective Schneider, who is a face-off machine, starting this whole rally to get the puck into the Admiral zone. So that'll be Henderson. Just tries to chip it up the wall, is able to just skirt it past True, and Schneider's forced to collect. And now Schneider with some pressure is able to get around two Admirals and then goes cross ice towards McCrae. And then right back to Schneider. Now Schneider with some speed. Great back check there by Henderson to knock the puck right off his stick. So the top unit here for the Stampede trying to get something going. But instead it's Regan who steals it. Now he's got room to work. Was looking cross ice towards Rooney. Icing as that was just in front of him. And we will get a face-off on the other end.
It's a strange one too, Joel. As Regan did manage to chase down his own pass. It looked like he was gaining that red line as he made that pass that no one got, and he was clearly in behind everybody else. The officials determined that that was still offside, as they have to before players reach that red line area, the hash marks. So we got a face-off all the way down in Admiral zone, 2:51 remaining in first period.
So this will be McCog and Harrop going at it, and then another whistle. And we're going to try this face-off again. So Max McCog and Harrop squaring off. And same result here as the Admirals have it behind their own net. Now Rooney will play it up, hits the skate of Harrop, but goes right to Regan, so he'll just skate it himself. Regan one-man forecheck right now. Takes his man down, but accidentally goes down with him. And finally played up to the blue line. Regan has it, puts one towards the net. Forcing Brooks to make a save, still loose on the end wall, and then finally a whistle.
There, it seemed to be loose for a moment there as Hart just jammed on top of that. He took a few whacks at it, but Brooks holding his ground, staying square to that post. The puck ends up covered up by Brooks, but not without a few whacks at it as the shot comes through. Hart's there, takes a jam, the pad is there, he stops it, and then all heck breaks loose with just a bunch of bodies being tossed to the floor and ice. But Brooks says, no, I've got this, guys. Let's get a face-off.
So face-off will be to the right of Brooks. Now that's Tyon. He'll play it up towards Kennedy and then back down low again. Amston has it, trying to get up towards McCog. Played towards McIntosh, but in front of him, and then Tyon collects. Looking for Hart. Instead, Moses will get it and chip it down low. And it's Amston, the first man there. Playing it up towards Van Sickle, but Hart cancels him out. And then a shot attempt misses everyone. That was actually going to clear the zone and a free breakout here for the Stampede. And now Mason Kennedy tries to hit Hart, but that's in front of him. So we will have an icing with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the opening period.
So Admirals got their fourth line at the moment. They will be stuck out there for this defensive zone faceoff. Moses, Tyon, both Kennedy brothers, and Andy Hart as the Stampede respond directly with their top unit of McCrae, Schneider, and Soffer.
And here's McCrae. Gets past him. There's a shot right on as Chaba had to make a save from the Canada Freer. And another icing as some serious pressure applied here from the top unit of the Stampede.
So Mason Kennedy under enormous pressure in his own zone does put the puck all the way down the end, but does also get hit in the process, knowing that he's given up another icing. Admirals looking to make a big change here.
A treacherous moment here as we have a mismatch on the ice. And there's a shot and a goal right off the faceoff. Adam Sofer slams it home, and it's 2-0 Stampede.
What a moment in this game as Schneider wins another crucial faceoff. sending that puck right to the stick of Soffer, who makes no mistake here as we see Snyder line up. Take that draw, backhand, holds it. Soffer, quick shot, fools Chaba, 5-hole. Almost not set for that, and it's in the back of that. 2-0 SkyCity Stampede.
Surprised everyone with that. Just found a loose puck, put a stick on it, and good things happen when you put the puck towards the net.
Not wrong there, Joel. The Admirals 1 minute 22 here. Try and claw something back before the end of this period break.
So again, another momentum-changing goal by the Stampede, as now Schneider has the puck, but just offside is McRae, and he is not happy about that.
So another opportunity missed perhaps there with McRae sensing blood perhaps, trying to get up into that 3-goal margin, but he was over anxious ahead of that blue line.
You'll have to wonder what effect not playing for pretty much the entire regular season will have on some of these veterans. They, of course, have more experience than anyone out there, practically, but taking a season off could take its toll.
Well, they're in the game now, and they're certainly making an impact so far in this first period of game 1 of this best-of-3 NZIHL Birgel Cup finals.
So this will be Connor Harrison with the puck. Chalice cuts him off, but Harrison able to regain possession, but only for a moment as the puck goes over towards Rooney. He'll just chip it out of the ice, and that'll be Amston. Play it back in. Hayward Jones has it, and he'll go down low towards Dag. Dag with some room, so he'll skate himself. And now Dag up the ice with 30 seconds remaining. No icing here, as Amston's the first one there. Half change here by the Admirals, so a free breakout attempt, but that goes past McCog and all the way down for Regan. And now Regan up towards Chamberlain. Chamberlain, he skated up the ice with 10 seconds remaining here. Chamberlain still with possession. Leaves it for McLeish. McLeish throws one towards the net. That hits a stick, goes over the netting as the buzzer sounds. So that will do it for the first period of play. After 20 minutes, Stampede up a deuce.
Bit of a surprise start, but just not what we would expect here, as you've got 2-0 up on that scoreline. The registered shots for the Stampede have 3, Joel, and as a result, they have 2 goals to show for it. Whereas the West Auckland Admirals, they have got 11 shots, nothing on. As you see, the West Auckland crowd here is well packed into this relatively small ice arena, but they are not being stopped here with showing their support for their home local fans.
Oh, they are most definitely into it, despite things not probably going to script here for the Admirals, but they have to be happy with the pressure that they applied in that opening period.
They were definitely the aggressors in that period, and maybe that first early crossbar shot has really affected their psyche perhaps, and now being down by 2. This will be certainly a test of their mettle and mental strength going into that second period.
Absolutely. Stick around, folks. We have plenty of ice hockey coming. A lot of action, a lot of ice, a lot of pucks, a lot of goals. We'll see what happens coming up just after this.
Kia ora whanau, welcome back. We are joined here by West Auckland Admirals captain Justin Digg. Justin, first period of play, down by 2. Get your thoughts on that period, please.
Yeah, I mean, we came out sort of executing what we wanted to. We pushed the pace early, put some pressure on them right away, hit a crossbar, came real close to opening the scoring in the first shift. So, and then from then on, I think, we've kind of controlled the play. been all over them, just doing everything but score. So just got to tighten up a few things defensively. Off the face-off, we just got to make sure we're not giving them those grade 8 scoring chances, and then yeah, just keep with it.
Things are tight. You are not wrong, especially with face-offs, key crucial area. One face-off down in your defensive zone. Schneider gets it over to Soffer. 5-0. Things can change in an instant. But just like the scoreline that's 2-0 now, it can change in that second period of play. So I know you guys will be back on the attack. The ice seemed a little bit tilted to start with. How do you guys respond mentally going into that second?
Oh, I think we've proven all season that if we stick to the game plan, show some resolve, and just execute what we're trying to do out there, keep things simple, simple brand of hockey. But it's been working, and we just can't deviate. Just got to stick with it.
Absolutely, you're very well disciplined as well. Lots of, you can see that Connor Harrison match up quite a lot, and also the penalties. Really, lots of calls early on in this game, so it could be a special teams factor moving ahead, eh?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We knew coming in that we just got to try to stay disciplined, play hard, whistle the whistle, and he's called a few on the hands already, so just got to minimize any of that stuff, and yeah, stay out of the box and try to capitalize on our opportunities.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for taking the time. All the best going forward in this grand finals.
Thanks a lot, Ian. Sweet.
Thanks, mate. Kia ora and welcome back to the NZIHL Finals, the grand finals, Joel. It all comes down to this. No COVID interruptions. We are so thankful that you are tuning into these live broadcasts. By myself, Ian Wanamaker and Joel Rindelop, we are very privileged in allowing this broadcast to be brought to you. SkyCity Stampede against the West Auckland Admirals.
Wow, what an opening period. The Admirals were all over the Stampede, launching pucks from everywhere, including an open net miss off the crossbar by Fraser Ellis to open things out in the first minute. And the Stampede, well, they made the most of their chances.
Absolutely, and look at the scoreline, 2 goals, and they've had their 4 registered shots. So they are hitting 50% on their shooting percentage.
High efficiency right there.
In the final, they actually seem to be taking a page out of the Admirals' book a little bit here and reversing how they lost to the Admirals, but now the tables are back on the Admirals. Perhaps there's a bit of pressure on the Admirals. First ever home final. Long history of being in finals. Not always winning, but they certainly do have that one championship banner hanging from the rafters.
Well, I will say this, the Stampede have a lot of experience at winning finals, and you can see that paying off early as we are underway here in the second period. As things get underway, it is up to True at the line with the Stampede in possession on the attack early. So played behind the net, that's McCray, who opened up the scoring here for the Stampede with a wicked wrister on the power play as he's got control of the puck. Now looking for a centering feed. Dagg takes it from him, and now he goes up the ice. So 3-on-2 here for the Admirals. Dagg with a toe drag, gets around, centering feed, shot, and goal! There it is! Fraser Ellis slams it home, and it's 2-1.
Admirals opening the scoring in the second period. Not even 39 seconds into the second period. Daigle with a beautiful toe drag, sucks the other D over to Ellis, and shoots into that open net with a goal. Fraser Ellis on the board for the Admirals.
What an individual effort by Dagg. You can tell that he was calm, collected. I'm sure telling the boys in between periods to just hold on, keep our game up, and we can get back in this, and he proved it right there.
Big players step up in big moments, and he certainly put the team on his back. Awkward bounce there as Brooks needs to be sharp with that bouncing puck.
So the Ellis goal will cut this lead in half, and it is 2-1. Admirals down a goal. So Stampede still have that lead thanks to the Sulphur goal in the closing moments of that first period. And now here's Henry with the Admirals. He'll play it over to Sestrone. Tried to tip it up towards Chamberlain, the speedy youngster, just out of his reach, and Brooks is forced to hold on.
Initially, it looked like a bit of a missed pass by Sestrone, but it was a well-placed soft pass that got in behind the Stampede's D, and looking for that streaking speedster that is Chamberlain. As Harrop, good to see him, he's out there. He has actually broken his nose, but being a tough hockey man that he is back out there, not missing much time at all.
So Harrop on the drop, and now down low towards Chalice. Chalice, he'll cycle it down towards Harrop, just past him, and Bert Haynes will get control. And again, trying to evade 2 attackers here, and it's played up the wall towards Carson Pratt, and he takes a big hit from Harrop, but manages to get the puck around the end and out of the zone. And that'll be Freer who tries to dump it in, but it goes right to Regan. Instead, he'll stop behind his net. And now played over to McLeish, trying to find Rooney, past him, but that goes all the way on net, so no icing here, as the forwards for the Admirals will get a change. Now up towards McIntosh again with a long stretch pass. He's got a little bit of room to work with, centering feed and a goal! Harrison McCogg puts it home, and it's a 2-goal lead once again for the Stampede.
Almost an innocent-looking play, but not so innocent with McIntosh, who will get this puck eventually from Haynes, a little bit of a chip shot. He gets it here, holds off McLeish, bounces off the check, head up all the way, goes in front, draws the D over, finds a streaking wide open McCogg, 17, and he shoots and scores. 3-1, SkyCity Stampede.
Exactly what the Stampede were looking for to respond to that opening goal by the Admirals. And so the end-to-end action continues here at Paradise Avondale, the Brig. So Cameron True with the puck now. He'll play it up towards Silver. Play to the near side, trying to find McCray, but Hayward Jones is the first one there. And now up the wall. Kept in by Amston at the line. He'll play down low towards McCray. Centering feed here, and a shot right on by Schneider. But Shaba able to sniff that one out.
Yeah, it's good to make that save there, Joel, as McCray gets it to Schneider. Ever dangerous in that slot area, but makes the save.
This top line for the Stampede have been dangerous tonight. With
More than a handful.
With Schneider and McCray involved in every single goal so far for the Stampede.
Perhaps minus that last one, it was just McIntosh and McCog.
That's an excellent observation, Ian.
Trying to stick to the facts. Keep it factual.
So this will be Schneider here for the Stampede, bringing it into the zone. Gets around Dang, but poke checked away by Chaba.
Just literally made him look like he was not even there.
And now play up the wall towards Sistroni. Trying to find a centering feed to get that to a teammate. Instead throws it all the way down, but no icing here. So both teams will go ahead and get a change. Now up the wall. Harrison tries to chip that ahead. And it's played back towards the blue line. Here comes Chamberlain, bats that one out of the air, but he's knocked off the puck by Coyle. Still working on Coyle, finally taking him down. Still with the control here, Sistroni puts one in, but Brooks makes the save.
Admirals faithful up in arms a little bit there, as you saw that. We will see it again here as Chamberlain gets the puck, bats it down to himself, gets taken down, stays with the play on his edges, gets hit by Coyle, and then Coyle gets his feet tangled up with Chamberlain. Kind of a leg hook, foot skate trip, but play continues. Admirals winning another faceoff here. Henry has a quick shot. Brooks with a save, squirts loose, and a goal! Chamberlain rewarded with a great effort. Puck squirts loose, and he scores. Admirals 3-2.
Just like that, the Admirals have responded on a broken play in front off the faceoff, and Chamberlain ultimately the man to put it home. As Henry started things from the side, never a bad idea to throw it towards the net. Misplayed right to the stick of Chamberlain, and he made no mistake with that.
Looked like Brooks had made that initial save, and he just couldn't control that rebound. And we have got 5 goals scored in less than a full hockey game, Joel.
And that's 3 in the first 4 minutes of this second period. So did we mention end-to-end action earlier?
I mean, are you watching this at home? This is unbelievable as a final set, 5 goals.
There's a shot right on. Rebound again in the slot. Gets past everyone with Van Sickle with too much mustard on his momentum. Goes right into the goal to knock the net ajar. And so we will get that whistle and a face-off here. Inside the zone, we are saying, as the Stampede player was pushed in by the Admirals. So that will be McIntosh with that great assist on the 3rd goal against Harrop. Tries to go straight through him, unable to do so, so it's Regan. He'll play it up towards Rooney. And now Rooney with a little bit of room, he'll just go cross ice for it and chase himself. That's Haynes. Able to play it, but not out as it goes right to Chalice. And now Rooney has it again. Tried for a centering feed, instead hit the net. And instead it will be played back towards Amston.
Big hit there by Vesper, sending Hurley down.
Now the near wall, here comes McIntosh again. He's pressured by McLeish. Instead he'll backhand it down low. As Hurley takes another hit here by Regan. As those two jostle for position. And here comes Vesper trying to play it up, but he's rubbed off by McCray. Shot here actually hit the shin pad of McIntosh. And McIntosh with control. Leaves it for True, and now played behind the net for McCray. McCray centering feed there, was looking for Hurley. Intercepted by Harrop. He throws it all the way down though, so this will be an icing.
So Admirals under that pressure from that SkyCity Stampede top line. And the McCray, sorry, not McCray, I was going to say McIntosh, using his size. He's quite a tall, lanky fella, but using his reach as well to ward off any attack, keeping sustained pressure inside that Admiral zone, resulting in the icing.
So once again, we have the Stampede top line against some heavy legs here from the Admirals. Wins a face-off, shot right on, and this time Shaba will glove that one, and the Admirals will be able to get a change.
In the first period, Joel, we saw that there was a bit of a mismatch in the lineup where the Schneider line, their top line, was up against the Admirals' fourth line. Face-off win, shot goal, allowing them to have that 2-0 lead going into that first period break.
Face-offs are definitely a theme in this one. Stampede so far looking good off their set pieces. Now here's McRae from a sharp angle, but that's knocked away by Dag. Sofer, the first one to retreat. Runs into a beefy Dag body. Puck still on the far side. Now played behind the net. Here's Sofer. Goes around one man, centering feed here, looking for Freer, but that nice interception there by Henderson, and he's able to take it out the zone himself. Now played up the wall. It's Sofer again. He brings it into the zone. Tries to make a move, but too fancy with that one and draws the man offside. So a face-off here outside of the zone.
It almost looked like he put himself a bit offside as he made a play right at that blue line, trying to stick handle him for being a tall man. Good hands, but unable to hold on to it.
Hands were there, feet were not,
That is true.
as the refs indicated. So here's Coyle. He play it down behind the net. That's Mason Kennedy, the first one there. He looks for Henry. Henry trying to get it back. Intercepted there by Lockie Freer and forcing Chaba to make a pad save. Now up towards Sistroni. That's just off his stick and played over to Freer. Freer trying to find Henderson. And it's still jostling for position at mid-ice. Now towards the near wall. It's Chamberlain who gets it. Chamberlain trying to buy some time. Finds Henry. Henry unable to make another move with it. Otherwise, he had a good opportunity in front. Here come the Stampede. There's Max McCog. Throws one towards the net. Gets through. Still loose, but cleared away by the Admirals. And it's Chamberlain who gets it. He'll throw it in and go straight to the bench as the Admirals try to get some fresh legs out there. And here's McLeish. He'll play it up towards Harrop. Harrop brings it into the zone. Trying to go down low towards Rooney. Rooney leaves it for no one in particular, so Amston will collect it, going deep towards McIntosh, who was trying to sneak behind the D, but McLeish is there to get a stick on that and send it right into the crowd.
Hopefully that didn't take out anyone in particular. Looks like everyone is okay. People are laughing and jostling about it in the stands, so they get a new puck to be dropped now.
Got to keep your eyes on the prize here, even if you are in the audience at an ice hockey match, because things can happen fast.
You wouldn't want to be that person not paying attention, looking the other way. Puck goes off your Swede or into your beer or something like that when you're watching a game, especially a final. Oh, and we just mentioned, everyone, including the referees, got to be paying attention as the ref just took one off the glass a little bit, so it's deflected. Didn't take the full brunt of it.
So there's Regan goes coast to coast, puts one right on, but Brooks there to make the save and hold on for no rebound action.
And he wears a lot of padding, as most goaltenders necessarily need to do, but referees, I do not believe, wear shoulder pad protection or gut protection, so they need to be wary of any rubber flying pucks.
Well, you got to wear a cup, though.
Wow, that'd be silly if you didn't, really. Taking one downstairs operation, that would not be pleasant.
No, that could ruin your weekend.
Well, more than that, really, possibly your future and your future's future.
A lot on the line here tonight at Paradise Avondale. As the Admirals try to get something brewing here. And instead it's Schneider who gets the puck. He'll take it up. Plays it up towards Sofer. Instead ran into Dag. And True will play it down, looking towards McRae back door. And now Sofer has it. Sofer's pressured by Ellis. And Hayward Jones is there to help. He'll play it up the wall. It's a race to the puck now, and Ellis and Amston collide. And it squirts free. Out to Henderson now. Henderson into the zone. He'll drop it for Dag. Dag puts one right through, and a pad save made. Great play there by Brooks to keep it out. And the Admirals now will have to regroup at center ice. And Schneider now for the Stampede. He's cut off, but able to get it up to Sofer. Give and go action here, and a glove save by Chaba as Schneider was looking twined.
Really driving that Stampede bus is Schneider, as a lot of the offense, as we have seen, gets driven through him. And if it's not him, it's going to someone else on his line. As you see here, he's fending off a couple of defenders, gets a shot in, possibly not getting all of it, but generating a lot of offense and a lot of opportunity for his team.
And here's Harrison. He whiffs on a shot. Puck still loose. That's Chamberlain trying to make something happen, but Harrison's able to steal it right back. And then Sestroni up towards the line. That did get out of the zone, so a delayed offside here and some time for Kennedy to work with. Not sure he was cognizant of that fact. Instead, just plays it out of the zone. And now Lockie Freer. He'll play that up towards Max McCog. McCog into the zone. Centering feed here gets through everyone, but kept in at the line by Coyle. Put one right through, but Chaba's there, and he will hold on.
Cognizant must be the $2 word as we get a bit of extracurricular with Max McCog and Lockie Freer battling with the Kennedy brothers. It is playoffs, Joel. This is a final. So the emotions can be and often are running a little bit higher, as there's a lot more on the line, as there's a couple of arms being wrapped around each other.
Yeah, McCog just came in and gave him a big bear hug like he hadn't seen him in a while, old mates.
That's it. He just won a little bit of aloha, just a little love.
Yeah, just a little love going around there. So a lot of emotions, a lot of emotions. Here's a face-off. There's a shot right on, and again, Chaba there to make the save.
About a face-off win by Colin McIntosh, right back to Coyle.
So it'll be C-Mac out there against Harrop. This time the Admirals walk away with it. And here comes Rooney with some speed. Rooney into the zone, puts one on shot, and is forcing Brooks to make a blocker save. And now Chalice with some great work to recontrol the puck. Rooney tries to put one in, but that's blocked. Now up the near wall and out, as Hurley's able to put it up to Van Sickle. Now Van Sickle can't get past the sliding Regan. Puck still loose. And finally kicked out of the zone. As a little bit of pressure here from the Stampede as they try to get something going in the offensive end. Nice play there by McLeish to seal off McIntosh, because he had Van Sickle actually wide open in the slot, uncovered. But instead, puck now at center ice. That's Freer. He'll find Schneider. He'll backhand it up towards Sofer, but Regan knocks that out of midair. And Regan doing a good job to keep the play going. His shot is blocked, though, and that goes into the netting, and we will get a face-off inside the zone.
Still searching for his first goal. That would be a good time to get one. Mr. Alex Regan, his shot goes deflecting off Amston Shinpad. Can you tell it is a playoff atmosphere here, Joel?
It is tight. It is definitely a lot on the line. You can feel it.
It is tangible.
And as we go on, the crowd has trickled all the way in. And now here comes McRae using his body to go towards the net. Backhanded, but Chaba's right there. Loses the twig, though. So here's Amstead, tries to put one in as the goaltender for the Admirals without his stick. But an offside call here at the line, and unable to capitalize are the Stampede.
Yeah, and that kind of transitional play where McRae drives the net using his body size, one hands the puck on net. Stick of Chaba gets tangled up in that fray, but the Admirals manage to clear.
Crisis averted thus far for the Admirals. Now, Amston will have it. Gives it towards Haynes, but he just guides that with the force rather than the force of his stick, and the Admirals gain control.
You got to use anything that works, Joel.
And now kicked into the zone. We're delayed offside here as Haynes is able to chip it up, but just ahead of Sofer, and Dag collects. Soft forecheck here as the Admirals start behind their own goal. Now Ellis has it, trying to get it towards Vesper, but cut off by Schneider. Now Schneider trying to use the legs here, but couldn't get around Day. Now McRae sidesteps. Tried to get a shot on, but a nice back check there by Ellis. Puck still loose.
That's got to be a penalty there as McRae cross-checks Dig directly from behind, and the referee is in good position to see that. So the Admirals going on a power play. Crucial moments in the game, as you see here. Dig, Hayward Jones separating the man from the puck. Diggle's in the fray as well, and then looking for the puck. Boom, straight from the back. McRae taking down Dig a little bit unnecessarily.
Well, notably, Dag was not in control of the puck at the time, even though it was free, which may have contributed to that call.
Yes, he was not directly involved in that play, and you can't cross-check someone in the back, put them to the ice like that, and not expect to get a penalty.
So another power play opportunity so far. Admirals unable to convert on their 3 previous opportunities. And here's a centering feed. Puck loose. Brooks has it, though, as McLeish was trying to get a hack in there.
Yeah, a good wraparound attempt there by Dale Harrop, who cut around the net, looking to possibly wrap around. Didn't initially, then decided, oh, I'm going to take a shot on net. Caused a rebound, and Aston Brooks on the second goal by the Admirals couldn't control that rebound cleanly. The Admirals looking to replicate that again to try and equal up this scoreline.
So it'll be McCog and Harrop in the circle. And that's true with the puck. And he'll just softly throw it all the way down to kill some time off that penalty to McRae. So Chalice will start from behind his own goal. Waiting for Chamberlain to get there. Instead, he'll just play it up towards Ellis, who had plenty of room, but instead passed him and played all the way back into the Admirals' end. And now here's Chamberlain. Chamberlain with some speed. He'll take it in the zone, put on the brakes, and then play it up towards Ellis. Now back to Chamberlain. Down low to Regan. Regan to Chamberlain. Now back to Regan. Up top to Ellis. One-timer misses it. Nice diving play by Chamberlain to keep this alive. And now Henderson on the far side. He'll throw one towards the net, and he goes!
Shoots and scores with a lethal snapshot, tying the game at 3.
Just like that, a quick wrister, and we are all square here at the Brig.
Takes a wrist shot. Look at the flex with a screen in front. Regan taking away the eyes of Brooks. Henderson celebrating as he decided to take that on himself. That power play was looking a little bit stale until he whipped that shot in, tying this game up at 3, 7 minutes 18 in the second period. We got 6 goals scored in this final opening match.
My goodness. The Stampede were seemingly doing everything right, keeping the puck far away from the goal, and it took a long wrister from Henderson, well placed, to tie this one up. So here we go again, and there's another shot from Henderson, but this time Brooks is ready and snatches it out of the air.
Says no, and Henderson, why not? It worked once for him. He's trying it again. They are just looking now to put that foot down and possibly take advantage of this game, as the momentum has certainly shifted back into their favor.
We have a battle, and the crowd is definitely feeling it here for the West Auckland Admirals. Now, Henderson still out there, playing it down low towards Vesper. Vesper centering feed for Ellis. Puck loose. Back to the stick of Vesper. He's centering feed now. Pushed away is McIntosh. And Vesper again cycles down low. He's trying to make a cut. We'll leave it for Ellis. Now up top to Dag. Dag puts one through. Shot, and is saved by Brooks as he's forced to hold on.
I mean, it looked like an Admirals power play here, Joel. We got some more extracurriculars after the whistle, as Admirals had full control of that puck, and Stampede not able to get advantage or get control of the puck at all. Admirals doing a good job keeping it around them and really dictating the pace of play.
So the Stampede will put their first line back out there to try to crack some of the best sustained offensive pressure we've seen so far from the Admirals. And they win it as Schneider wins yet another draw, trying to play it up the wall towards McRae, just past him, and then finally played back out. McRae has it now, able to give it to Schneider. Schneider with some speed, but that's blocked nicely by Kennedy. Played up the wall but not out because Haynes was there. And comes back to Haynes once again. He'll back it off the wall. Over to Kennedy. He's looking for Scott Henry, who's able to knock that out of the air, but not to any of his teammates. So the forecheck is on for the Stampede, but only momentarily. Now McRae has it. He'll bring it into the zone for the Stampede. He'll leave it for Freer. Freer with a spot, throws it through, but that hits the back of Taylor Kennedy. Probably not the best place to take a puck, but sacrificing the body is what you love to see. And now Sestroni forcing Brooks to play the puck, goes to Harrop. He'll throw one towards the net, but that actually hits the stick of Haynes. And now he'll play it up the wall to Schneider. Schneider brings it into the zone, leaves it for Haynes again. Haynes trying to go back door towards Freer, but a nice defensive effort there by Regan. And now Rooney with some space. Rooney into the zone, puts one in, shot, and a save made, as Brooks was able to get a stick on it. Now to the near wall, it's Freer. He's trying to go cross ice, off the skate at Chalice, and over to Sofer. Sofer will just dump it in, and it's McLeish on the near side. He'll throw it back, trying to catch Ellis out of the box, and here comes Ellis, all alone, backhand, and a save made. Great play there by Brooks, as Ellis got free.
He was on a full breakaway there with two-man chasing. Brooks managed to stop that deadly backhand by a streaking Fraser Ellis.
Got to watch out for that here in the second frame for those long changes and potential leakage out of those benches. Now Vesper with a chance here, centering feed towards Ellis. And now up to Dagg. Dagg, but that's blocked nicely by Harrison to get that one out of the zone. Now Regan goes D to D towards Dagg and will collect it back. Now to the near wall towards Ellis. Ellis, the heads up pass looking for Henderson, but that's through his legs. And True plays it up the ice. Now played up towards Hurley. And he'll put on the Jets. Race for the puck here with Dagg. Hurley's able to get there first. Hurley still with possession. Finally played off the puck as Henderson was waiting for it, but he gives it right back to True. Now True towards a goal. That actually went off of Ellis as the puck is bouncing around here in the zone.
Admirals unable to try and get it out. They couldn't get it out cleanly. Possibly some tired legs.
So that'll be Regan who chips one off the glass out to center ice for just for a moment, and it is back in the zone. And Van Sickle with some speed out of the bench forces the turnover. And now McIntosh unable to do much with it as Chamberlain runs into Hurley and knocks him over. Now up at center ice, that's Amston. He's got a little bit of space, so the defenseman will bring it in, and he is taken down, and here will be a penalty.
Scott Henry looking to kind of neutralize his opponent, literally in neutral ice, but got a little too liberal with his stick. As you see here, McLeish gets that puck, puts it up into neutral ice area to a streaking Ellis. Ellis gets in behind the D. Freer chasing, gets that backhand away, but Brooks is able to make that save.
Huge save at this point of the game, all tied up at 3. But the ever dangerous Stampede power play here on action with 2 minutes to work with. Amston, he'll play it over towards McIntosh. Now back to Amston, one-timer right on, save, rebound still loose. And it's played to the near wall to McRae, and we have a whistle and a stoppage of play as it appears perhaps the net has come slightly loose, as the referee will go back to check that.
And that is the case, Joel. The net was knocked off of its pegs. So there is a stoppage. But the Stampede with McIntosh, Schneider, McRae playing in a point position with Amston and McCobb closest to the net on the power play. 1 minute 47 seconds left to kill for the Admirals.
So it's Amston, another important face-off won by the Stampede. Up top to Amston again. Looking for a seam, but he misplays it, and it's out of the zone, so a little bit of a break there for the Admirals.
But they regroup and they come back up. Amston still with it. Gives it away.
And McRae has it now. He'll bring it into the zone. Tries to drop it there for Schneider. Gets it right back over to the Stampede, who seem to be on every passing outlet. swarming the puck here. Now McRae from the short wall. Back door was looking for McIntosh. That got through him with Chalice on his back. And now McCog will play it down low towards McIntosh. Now over to McRae. And again to Amston at the top. Looking back door again for a streaky McIntosh towards the net, but could not connect. Now up top again to Amston. Now McIntosh. Down low to McRae. McRae tried to go back door. Chaba got a piece of it. Puck is still loose, and finally over to McCog. Now down low. Schneider follows up. He's able to shield the puck nicely here from Chalice. Plays it down low towards McRae. Now back up top to Amston. McRae down low. Centering feed there, hits Hayward Jones. He throws it up the wall and is able to clear the zone.
Important too, as Daigle had lost his glove too in that battling position behind the net. Critical, you've got those.
And Hayward Jones gets his stick on it again as the Stampede were quick to turn it around back into the zone. And here's Schneider. Schneider turns the corner, puts one through, but that hits the shin guard of Dag, who's had a monster shift so far. And Schneider again. Trying to play it down low, but Hayward Jones has got a skate on it and able to get it out as Henry comes out of the box, and we get a whistle. Much needed for the Admirals.
Great penalty killing on display. The Admirals well known for that. Henry came back out of the box. The puck actually deflected off his skate and went directly to Chaba, and Chaba elects to hold on, which is probably a good decision here, Joel, as it's 1 minute and 3 seconds left in this second period. Big efforts both ways. But it is a tied hockey game in game 1 of this Birgel Cup Finals, NZIHL.
So that'll be a key face-off win late in the period there by the Admirals. And Scott Henry, first one there for the Admirals, but very calm and collected play there by McCog, the latest goal scorer for the Stampede, as the puck hits the ceiling here, and we will get a whistle in a short break here before a face-off outside the zone.
Yeah, that's Harrison McCog. Not the massive goal scorer that his brother was during the regular season. I think his brother Max had 10 regular season goals, so making an impact.
And here's Hurley now. Hurley with a nice play, trying to get around Kennedy. Gives it to McCog, who had another chance briefly. Some good work here by the young Stampede line, putting some pressure on late in the period, forcing and icing. So look for that top line for the Stampede to come back out.
Straight away, they hop over the boards as Coach Cam sends them back out there. If it's worked once, it's pretty much worked way more than once, so they are going to back them once again.
So this is dangerous right here. A fresh top line for the Stampede against Schneider, who's basically won every draw so far tonight, and a big one here with 24 seconds remaining. And that's McRae. Puts one right through, but just missed over the top crossbar. Now the far side, that's Kennedy trying to tie up Sofer, but he's able to squirt free, but only for a moment as Schneider comes to help out. Down low to McRae. McRae tries to throw one through, maybe trying to catch Chaba leaning the wrong way and get a sneaky one, but unable to convert.
Almost a carbon copy of the goal he scored to open up this matchup with that wrist shot. And he elected to go back to his wrist shot, but the wrist shot he let go a little bit too much underneath force, going too high.
So 3 seconds here remaining in the second period, won by the Stampede, but unable to get a shot off. So that will do it after 2 periods of play. We are all knotted up at 3 apiece.
So we will be back to 0-0 hockey, really. Well, it's still 3-3, but anyone's game here at this point in time, Joel, with the scoreline, as mentioned, all locked up at 3 goals apiece.
Well, if you are the Admirals, this is how you want to see them respond with scoring those early goals, getting them back into it. But of course, the Stampede, super talented side that are able to hang with them every step of the way.
Yeah, they're going to be reliant a lot on that top unit, so we'll see how if fatigue is a factor at all. But they are workhorses out there. They are logging an awful lot of minutes. And as we mentioned, Schneider, McRae, they are driving that offensive bus that is this mighty SkyCity Stampede. They've been here. They've done it before. They are well experienced. So they are putting that pressure right back on the heels of the Admirals, seeing how they're going to respond in their relatively younger lineup or experience-wise in these finals.
Yes, a lot to look forward here. Headed into the third period, tied at 3 apiece. Stay tuned for the conclusion of this action. Welcome back to NZIHL action. Joining me right now is captain of the Stampede, Mitchell Freer. Mitchell, one heck of a hockey contest so far. The Admirals came out flying, but your team was able to put the goals on the board early. How were you able to make this happen?
Yeah, the Admirals came out really strong. We knew they'd be a strong team. But yeah, we're just lucky we capitalized on a couple of good chances, and now in the rest of the second period, and they capitalized on the chances they had, so just third period will come to that, I think.
So in the third period, what have you got to do to come out ahead here? Because this is a tight battle.
It's a really tight battle. I think staying out of the box is a key for us. We know they've got good special teams, and when we get our chances, we just got to capitalize and bury the puck.
Well, that's something you have done well thus far. Best of luck in the third.
Awesome. Cheers, mate.
Kia ora whanau, welcome back to the NZIHL Grand Final. This is the best of the best. These two teams going at it. West Auckland Admirals playing at home for the very first time, Joel. They are not disappointing, bringing the noise here.
No, they are making sure this crowd is into it, giving them a lot to cheer about. 3-3 after 2 periods. This has been a battle every skate of the way, and I can't wait to see what happens here in the third.
Oh, you are not wrong. These two teams, all throughout the regular season, every game except one have been within 1 goal.
Wow. Wow.
And the only other game was a 3-1 win to the Stampede. Every game has gone either to overtime or won by 1 goal. So expect it to be a tight matchup all the way through these finals.
Evenly matched, you would say. 2 evenly matched sides going head-to-head for New Zealand's top ice hockey prize.
Bounce of the puck, missed check, missed pass, face-off assignment, any of these little things, they will matter in this final.
It does not take much, as we have seen thus far, especially with that very talented SkyCity Stampede side where McRae, give him a little space, he'll put it in. Give Schneider a little space, he'll skate right past you. But response from the Admirals has been admirable.
You said it. Admiral is the word. Certainly admirable is the way they approach their work. Very businesslike. They keep to their process. They're staying disciplined, and that has given them success to get to this point in time.
So we're underway here in the third. Here's Daigle from a sharp angle. He just misses wide from a feed off Henderson, and it's played center ice towards Ellis. So Ellis will collect the puck as these both sides get a bit of a change here. And Dag will just wait. Now play it up towards Sistroni. That's just over his stick, but no icing here as Amston's the first man back. He'll play it up the wall to avoid Henry, and it goes right to Lockie Freer. Now to McCog. McCog goes into the zone as Kennedy hits the deck, but Chamberlain's able to help recover. Chamberlain puts McCog into the wall, and it's played up and out of the zone. This will be an offside as the Stampede recover. And now Coyle has it. He'll go D to D towards Amston. Now up towards McCog. That's taken from his stick as Rooney makes a nice play, but was unable to get through Coyle. And now Coyle once again. Trying to go far side towards McCog, but that's past everyone, and we will get an icing.
So just under, we just almost 2 minutes of play in this third period. Quite a quick pace again here, Joel, resulting in this icing, though. The pressure that is being applied by the Admirals has been consistent. In a word.
They are out shooting the Stampede 24-16 after those 2 periods, but yet score remains 3 apiece. Coyle now. He'll play it up the far wall towards Freer, but Rooney gets there, and Rooney down for a moment as he may have taken one towards the facial region, as McCog has it here for the Stampede. Trying to get around McLeish, but instead goes diving into the wall, and it squirts out towards Regan. Now Regan with some speed. Harrison on his back, can't get around Amston though, and played up towards McCog the other way. Chalice is able to steal that from him and playing it towards Harrop, but that will be an offside. A little bit delayed on that whistle, but Stampede unable to keep it in.
Players doing everything they can to battle for that puck possession, and Chalice did well to separate himself from the check, and then but in that pass that he gave to his other man, it just created a bit of a muddle in that defensive zone and resulted in this offside.
Too much muddle, not what you're looking for on that frozen puddle.
I don't know how else to put it, but I like your style.
So the Admirals with it now. That's Ellis who puts it up the wall, trying to find Vesper. And Vesper is able to collect, but takes a big booty from Bert Haynes and loses control of the puck. Now to the near side, that's Dag trying to play it down low. But instead, Freer is able to get that. Now jostling for position here, and we're going to get a bit of a hand pass as Harrison McCog was squeezed his mitt completely over that rubber.
Yeah, if it wasn't him, it was Dag. They were all trying to grab a piece of the rubber, that 6 to 8 ounce vulcanized disc.
So we're going to face off at center ice here.
No, the referee says, we don't like it over there. I don't like you dropping that puck in my spot. Go to your place, Humpy. Stay in your lane. Drop it there, please.
So this confirms it was Harrison McCogg, the Stampede, who gripped things a little too tight. And we're back underway here with 17 minutes remaining in the third. And now played up towards Ellis, as Hayward Jones was able to knock that out of there without squeezing too hard, as the way the refs intended. Hold on loosely, Ian.
Loose lips, sink ships. We are in a championship at the moment. Grand final action, NZIHL coming at you.
Loose lips sink ships. The Admirals are trying to steer this one to safety. All tied up here in the third. As McIntosh with a nice play to steal that puck. Now he'll take it himself, gets tripped up, immediately looking towards the ref, but not getting the call.
Possibly sold it a little bit. Looking for that call. Next call could be crucial. Special teams, big factor.
Well, as we heard from Captain Mitchell Freer in between periods, staying out of the box will be the key for the Stampede in this third. So here's Chamberlain now. He was looking for Sistroni. Puck still loose as Amston is able to corral it towards the neutral zone, but that's Mason Kennedy who plays it back in. And behind the net for True. Now True up the far wall. Gets it into Sofer. Sofer and Schneider going 2-on-2, but that escapes them. And play back out to center ice. Amston with heaps of time. Go crossovers towards McRae, who leaves it for Schneider. Schneider trying to get around Mason Kennedy, but unable to do so, and goes back into the wall. And Shaba's forced to make a blocker save. Schneider again with control of the puck, but that's taken from him by Scott Henry. And now up towards Chamberlain, just past him. Otherwise, there are two Admirals behind the defenseman. And now Schneider trying to make a move, but he hits the deck once again as bodies are flying here in the third.
Possibly showing a little bit of signs of fatigue, not playing in a full regular season. He's just jumped in. This is his actual third hockey game in a couple of weeks.
We will see if fatigue does play a factor, as this has been an intense battle with a lot of energy exerted. As Sistroni gets into the zone, shot, rebound, batted out of the air twice, and then out of the zone, and we may have a delay of game penalty.
And that is true. So Aston Brooks stopped that puck, played it with his stick up into the air, and his defensive man, the captain, Mitchell Freer, throws his hand on that puck and hits it into the meshing. So here, Sistroni has the puck, takes a hard shot, puck goes up, Brooks deflects it up in the air, and Freer puts his hand to it, and it goes directly off his hand into that mesh, resulting in a delay of game penalty. You served 2 minutes for that.
Freer trying to steer clear, but
clear into penalty trouble.
Did not occur. So we have a power play opportunity here for the Admirals on that delay of game penalty, as the puck squirts off the skate of Ellis and into the neutral zone. So great opportunity here for the Admirals, but the Stampede penalty kill has been solid all game long, as Regan has it now for the Admirals. Now up top to Day. Little back and forth action with Ellis. Down low to Regan, centering here, decides no. Back up top to Degg. Degg fakes the one-timer and again scoots it towards Regan. Haynes able to jostle position for the puck, and it squirts out to Degg. Degg makes a move, puts it right through, but that actually hits Coyle and is cleared all the way down by the Stampede.
Stampede make a full wholesale change of all their penalty killers, getting a 4 new set on.
So the Admirals will regroup from their own end and get it up towards Regan. Regan takes it into the zone, but True stops him in his tracks and is able to clear it back out. Just 40 seconds remaining on the man advantage here to that Freer delay of game penalty, as Chamberlain takes it into the zone. Over towards McLeish. McLeish back down low. Squirts free to Hurley. Hurley going to try to send it here, but Chamberlain's on his back, and Hayward Jones is able to step in front. Now Chalice at the line. Back down low towards McLeish again. McLeish with pressure from Amston. Now has some space to work with, and he'll play it up top. Now Chalice with the possession. Down low to Hayward Jones. His centering feed is deflected to the far corner. And it's Amston with a nice play to position out McLeish and send it all the way down.
And that will do it for the penalty to Mitchell Freer. He skates off the Stampede. Very successful in killing off a lot of their penalties here tonight.
Really unable to give Admirals much space in the house right in front of that net. Exactly what you want to see from that PK unit. And now here's Schneider, ever dangerous through the neutral zone. He'll shake off a man, finds Sofer, backdoor, centering feed, no, it's Dag who misplays that, and it gets sucked up into his gear as he smothered it a little too much.
Dag sacrificing the body, put his body on the line there as he kind of dives down to block that pass across, as we see here, Schneider. Kane's entry into the zone, 2-on-2, in decent shape, but he finds an open man here. Dago goes down, avoids that pass across as he's the last man. McRae's by himself, possibly wide open for that goal.
McRae, not the man you want to leave open in front, so a great play there by Dag. And faceoff again won by the Stampede. And here's the captain himself taking things into his own hands. And he'll bring it into the zone. Centering feed was looking for Vesper, but that's just off his stick, and Haynes will play it up the wall. Here's McRae now. He'll take it into the zone. Puts on the brakes, looking for Schneider. Unable to connect, so it's Dag who controls. Now back to Regan. Dag up the wall here, looking for Henderson, but he has Freer on his back, so he'll skate it back into his zone. And then cross ice to find Ellis. Ellis with a ripper, and that just goes off the glove of Brooks. Now Freer does battle, able to get it up towards Schneider. And once again, Freer kicks it up towards center ice. And Schneider has it. Admirals getting a bit of a change here. Van Sickle wanted the puck and finally does get it, but not before pressure from the Admirals. So now Regan has it. Up towards Sistroni. Sistroni, cross ice towards Henry. Henry into the zone, is able to push it further. And then played back up. A little miscommunication here from the Admirals. Could have been too many men on the ice. But they both went to the bench instead, and no call is made.
Just to almost the halfway point of this third period, Joel. 3-3, still the scoreline.
And True has it now for the Stampede. He'll play it up the wall. And finally does make it out towards McIntosh. McIntosh looking for Van Sickle. Now a race for the puck. It's Mason Kennedy, the first one there. He throws it up the wall. And it's played again by the Stampede to McIntosh. Puts on the brakes. Pressure from Chalice here. As True throws one towards the net, but a great play by Harrop to knock that one out of the air. And it's Rooney the other way. Rooney puts one right on, but a good glove save by Brooks.
Something's gonna have to open this game up like you've seen there. A block shot led to that opportunity for the Admirals. A nice pass across from Chalice up to a streaking Rooney. Rooney goes 2-on-2. But Brooks flashing that leather glove again, stopping that. His 24th save of the evening.
And he has needed to make them all as this tight action continues. Puck loose now, out to Regan, puts one right through, but Brooks again forced to make a save and hold on.
That's sometimes a bit of an unorthodox style that you see Brooks playing. He saw that puck all the way from the point, and he reaches across his body with the left hand to glove it, even though it was going to his blocker, possibly looking to get a stoppage of play. As Regan has it, he shoots it towards the net, and he stops that puck.
So the puck is free, gathered by McCock. He'll play that one up towards Freer. Freer with a backhand attempt, but that's knocked away by Chalice. Now Chalice puts on the brakes to avoid a Freer check and plays it back towards Regan. Regan with a little bit more space to work. Gives it back to Chalice. And now going for his centering feed, had Ellis behind everyone, no dice, but he's the first man back. Ellis now with the puck. Plays it up top towards Regan.
Penalty coming to the Stampede.
Backdoor attempt, was looking for Henderson, and we'll get a whistle.
Oh, both of their goings. Take that back. So Connor Harrison and Max Vesper receiving 2 minutes apiece here. 2 minutes each here, both for interference. One for interference, one for tripping.
So there was a delayed call on that Connor Harrison interference, but it looks like Vesper got one at the end of that to tie it up. So we're going to actually see a bit of open ice here.
4-on-4 action. So yeah, it was a retaliatory penalty that Vesper took in response to the Connor Harrison interference. So we have 4 against 4 for 2 minutes.
And this is going to throw a little bit of open ice into the mix of an already exciting back and forth game. So here's the Admirals. It's Ellis. He'll leave it for Kennedy. Puts one on. Shot. Rebound just out of the reach of Henderson as Brooks was sliding across. And here's Hayward Jones now. Only man deep for the Admirals. Able to collect the puck and has a little bit of room to work. Behind the net towards Henderson. Just skips off his stick. As Haynes was able to give pressure. Now up to Schneider. Schneider going up against Dagg, but Dagg is able to put a body into him. And Ellis is there to recover. And now Dagg, with plenty of time, decides he's going to skate it himself. 4-on-4 action here with 8 minutes remaining in the third period. And now Ellis throws one towards the net. Doesn't get through and is instead put to center ice. So a change here from the Admirals and new fresh forwards for the Stampede. So Regan, he'll play that up towards Hart, just past his stick, forcing Brooks to make a play here, and he'll throw it up the wall towards McIntosh. Takes a funny hop in that Zamdor in the corner, but crises averted as the Stampede are able to collect. Now Sofer has it. Trying to get around Taylor Kennedy. Instead puts on the brakes. Cycles down low towards McIntosh, and now Freer at the point. Plays it towards True, but he can't control, and now Chamberlain with some speed. Gets around True, but whiffs on the puck. Still maintains possession, though. Now looking for Chalice. Chalice stops. Again, trying to find Dagg cutting towards the net, and instead plays it down low where it's the defenseman on the attack. Sofer has it. He can't quite control. And the puck again finds the stick of Dagg. Now Dagg in the zone, throws one towards the net, but that deflects off the stick of Freer and into the netting.
So that 4-on-4 delivering exactly what was promised. A lot of open ice, a lot of play with and without the puck, end-to-end action, but both teams not able to capitalize on either side of that ice, but we now return to 5. Oh wait, we shall return to 5-on-5. Once this puck is dropped, both players that are in the penalty boxes will return to the ice.
So both players out of the box, and it is 5-on-5 action here at the break. Still tied 3-3 between these two tightly contested teams. So that'll be Dagg with the puck and plenty of room to work. Instead, he'll take it the other way and leave it to Hayward Jones with a little dipsy doodle. And now Dagg finds Henderson. Henderson going one-on-one with Amston, throws it towards the net, and a big save there by Brooks on a bouncing puck. And now the other way towards Harrison, but that just escapes him. And now he's centering feed as he was looking for Freer crashing towards the net. And now down low to McCog with Harrop on his back. Harrop and McCog doing battle. Plays it up towards Hayward Jones. He looks up ice and just chips it himself, trying to relieve some of that pressure.
Feels a bit like an overtime period that has not ended.
Sofer was centering feed looking for McCray. He wanted to go one more towards Schneider, unable to do so. And now here come the other way. It's the Admirals with Regan. Regan from a sharp angle, trying to go wide side, but missed it all. And instead, the Admirals are offside here, and so they'll have to touch up at the blue. Giving SkyCity Stampede plenty of room to work with, and now Schneider into the zone. Schneider centering feed, back door, finds Sofer, but he could not pull the trigger. Now centering feed again, a shot. Oh, what a save by Chaba. Rebound still loose, but they can't put it away.
McCray absolutely denied by Chaba.
My goodness. Exactly what the Stampede wanted, a one-timer in front, wide open net, but the pad of Chaba was not having And now Sistroni the other way, going 1-on-2. Into the near corner, fighting with Freer, and it's played up to Chamberlain. Schneider steals that from him. And now Schneider with some speed into the zone, trying to find Van Sickle, backhander, misses everything, and it's Dagg who's forced to play it. Far side to Henry. Henry finds the skate of Hurley twice before it's played over to Sistroni. That jumps over his stick, where Brooks will leave it for True. Now towards Hurley on the far wall. So that's Henry who puts a body into him, and now played back down low. Far side, Hurley again with the puck. This time he does get it out of the zone, but it's right to Harrop. And Harrop will put it right back in, but he is offside, so the Admirals will once again have to touch up, giving the Stampede a clear path out of the zone. And that's Hurley with speed, runs nothing into the shoulder of Taylor Kennedy, who's able to maintain control and give it to Vesper. Vesper trying to get it around Van Sickle, but he's able to get a stick on it. And now it's Amston. He's pressured by the Admirals, and Vesper will play it down low, pushing True back behind his own net.
Last 4 minutes of hockey in this third period.
Here comes McCog, gets around a defender before a big hit there from Mason Kennedy sends him into the wall. And now Vesper able to avoid 2 different hits and able to play it up to Ellis. Ellis 1-on-4, looking for some help from teammates. Instead runs into Connor Harrison. And McCog with it now for the Stampede. That's Max McCog trying to get around Taylor Kennedy, and it's Mason Kennedy who's back to help out. Up the wall towards Freer, he can't keep it in. And now Amston over to Coyle on the near side. Plays that one all the way through, gets to Chaba, who is forced to put a stick on it, and he'll deflect that over the glass into the netting, and we'll get a whistle.
Long time between whistles there, Joel. So here we have Schneider. He has that puck, takes a cross feed through the crease, but Soffer on the backhand can't one-time it to get that through. And we see here again, McRae with a feed and a shot. What a save by Chaba, extending that left pad as he goes left to right to make that save.
Game-saving play at this point of the action by the goaltender. And once again, Stampede looking to apply some pressure here as the Admirals just want to break out of the zone. Plenty of time here for Dagg. He'll just hold on to it. Play a little back and forth with Regan before they're open up a seam to give it to Chamberlain out of the zone. But that's taken from him nicely by McIntosh. And now some pressure here by Henry. Turnover in front. Chamberlain unable to do anything with Harrison McCog on his back, but he regains possession. And now to Sistroni on the near wall. Sistroni puts one towards the net, but that's steered away by Brooks. And played right to Haynes. Now Haynes trying to go up the wall. Does a complete spinorama and able to put it back on his stick and get it out of the zone. Crafty veteran maneuver there.
Vera Wetting.
And up to Rooney. Now Rooney has it, puts it towards the net, and a save made by Brooks with Mitchell Freer right there to clear it away.
Could be an icing here, and it is. Puts it off the glass and away. Just a quick update, if we do go to overtime, all overtime periods, including the finals, are going to be played for a total of 5 minutes or until the first goal is scored. And where it's possible with the ice rink facilities, upon prior decision by the NZIHL GM, the 3 grand final games overtime format shall consist of a single 20 minutes, 3-on-3 overtime period, followed by penalties.
Wow.
Penalty shots.
Absolute madness if this were to go to 3-on-3. Usually you will see in places like the NHL where they continue that 5-on-5 format until a winner is decided, but here in the NZIHL, we go right to 3-on-3 action.
So if you are a sports fan, you should be watching this. We are in the last 2 minutes of play. Game's tied at 3 in this finals.
So here we go, less than 2 minutes remaining here in the third period, still tied 3-3. The next goal is massive. And we'll see what happens as Vesper, he'll dump it into the zone, trying to play it towards Ellis. Ellis on the end wall, unable to keep it in, and it comes all the way down to Dagg. Dagg, who's had one heck of a night, pushing the action on both sides of the rink.
Really steadying the ship here as he mounts the Admiral attack.
And Rooney, he'll leave it for Harrop. Harrop with a shot, but that goes right into the stomach of Amston. Looks like it had a bit of a screen there for our Brooks. Maybe a little room on the far side. Unable to find it. And here's Chalice with it now. Chalice, chased by Van Sickle, is forced to just throw it forward. Two bodies collide as Rooney goes into the wall, centering here towards Harrop. Actually went off the shin pad, forcing Brooks to make a save. Now Chalice again throws one towards the net, but that's past him with less than a minute here to go in the third. Now played down low as the Admirals getting a change here. Giving a free break out towards Sickle. Van Sickle towards the net. Plays it towards Chaba, but he'll hold on and will get a face-off to his left with just 35 seconds remaining.
What do you think here? Do you decide to have a timeout, or were you going to just put your big guns back out on the ice? The Stampede elect to go back to their top unit. Face-off's big here. 34.5 seconds remaining in this third period. Overtime looming.
Here we go. The center man himself, who's won most every draw tonight. It's Schneider in the circle for the Stampede, going up against the top face-off man for the Admirals, Fraser Ellis. And it's won by Schneider. Here's Freer, looking for McRae at the top. Throws it through, but that deflects off a shin pad, and it's played by Ellis. He tries to get it out, but kept in nicely by Mitchell Freer at the line. Now Freer, who throws one towards the net. That's taken by Regan. He just chips it out, able to relieve that pressure here with just 13 seconds left. Now McRae into the zone, looking for Schneider. Schneider puts one through, sticked aside by Chaba. Sofer trying to play it. Instead, it's kicked up towards Ellis. And now here comes Regan the other way with 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Shot right on, but that will do it as the third period concludes, and we are headed for overtime.
So 3 periods of 20 minutes of hockey cannot decide this hockey game. Based on the way this game started, Joel, I am certainly surprised that we are knotted up with the flurry of goals that we saw in that first period, to the flurry of goals in the second, to none in this third. 0-0 score out of the third, but it is still 3-3 scoreline as the teams take a break to decide who will be playing to start this 3-on-3 overtime.
Just absolutely wild. Two evenly matched teams. When the goals were coming, the goals were responding. And as you saw in the third, defensive matchup.
So it will be, we just got the official word from the officials down on the ice up to the score bench here that it is 5 minutes of 3-on-3. Then we shall see what will be happening after that, if that doesn't decide the game.
If that does not decide the game, we may be headed to penalties.
That is certainly an outcome. Not the one that I want to see at all here, Joel. I would love to see the game decided in overtime, played in action, and less of a skill contest.
But the rules have been written, and we will abide by them.
We are bound. We are abiding by them as we speak. Well, we aren't, but the players certainly are, and that is what we are going to have. We will put up a 5-minute overtime period. So go to the fridge, get yourself a bevy, put on some popcorn, because this will be exciting.
But don't stray too far away, because there's still plenty of game to play.
Yes, it's a final. It's a best of 3. This is how this NZIHL competition for the Birgel Cup has been set up. So you need to win 2 games, and in this case, more than in regulation.
Yes, this is the first game of a best of 3 series. The winner of this will have a massive advantage and a chance to clinch it tomorrow night here in Paradise Avondale.
Looking to hoist that massive Birgel Cup, all shined up, ready for a taker. Who will it be? SkyCity Stampede on foreign ice? Or will it be the hometown West Auckland Admirals for the very first time in their history, hosting at the Brig?
My question to you, Ian, who do you think has an advantage in a 3-on-3 format here in overtime?
Well, you know what? I'm going to take the safe option here, because as a non-betting sportsman that I am, I'm going to straddle that line and just say it will be decided by the players out on the ice. And we will see 6 of them, 3 from the Stampede, 3 from the Admirals, getting ready to go. And you've got Justin Degg, captain of the Admirals, out there with Nicholas Henderson, number 27, and number 6, Fraser Ellis, all giving their props to Chaba, their goaltender. For the SkyCity Stampede, you got the Man Mountain, number 4, Matthew Schneider. Alongside him, number 13, Mike McRae, and number 3, Stefan Amston. They are well evenly matched, all very skilled players. So anything can go here in this overtime. We shall see how this goes. Face off.
Here we go. The tension is palpable here at the Brig. We are underway for overtime, a 3-3 contest that will be decided within extra play. So, Nick Henderson with the puck. He'll start things off for the Admirals. Puck possession key in this format. It's Dagg. Back down low to Ellis. Ellis working from the peripheral back towards Henderson. Henderson now. He'll curl around. Trying to get something towards the net. Did not have a man in front, so elects to hold on. Trying to set up something better. Still going around, but it's poked away from him by Amston. And now the other way, looking long feed. Here's Schneider. Schneider all alone. Oh, and he can't pull the trigger. Dagg was on his back, and now the other way. Henderson, he'll collect. Trying to find Dagg, but that's knocked out of the air by Amston. A second attempt, but again, Amston gets in front of it. And now Harrop has it, going 1-on-2. Able to get it free. And now here's a shot right on by Chalice that misses. Rebound loose, and it's covered by Brooks.
Wow, if your heart is certainly not beating a little faster, it sure should be. What action here as we have just ticked over a minute, 7 seconds in this first overtime. And man, Schneider on a breakaway, and then Harrop feeds an open Chalice, steps into the high slot, takes his shot, possibly deflected. Doesn't get to where he wanted it, but man, stick around, stay tuned.
So here's Chalice. That's knocked off his stick by Freer and very essentially out of the zone. So Harrop will actually go to the bench, getting Ellis back out there from the top line. So Regan has it now for the Admirals. He'll bring it into the zone, trying to get around Sofer. Still with possession. Pretends to leave it, and instead has Sofer, who picks his pocket. And a turnover here, and here comes McIntosh the other way. McIntosh into the zone, throws one on, but a big blocker saved by Chaba. Every shot counts.
Every pass, every stick handle, every maneuver that you make is crucial and super important.
So here's Schneider for the Stampede. He'll leave it for Freer. Now up towards McIntosh. McIntosh 2-on-1 here. All alone. McIntosh backhander. No, it's free. Still loose.
What a dangle, and the players collide, and somehow Chaba manages to get that on. The puck was still there, and then the whistle went. So as you see here, Schneider gets it, plays it back to his defenseman. Puck gets sent up to McIntosh. He corrals it off his skate, does a bit of a toe drag. Defenseman goes down, misses it entirely. He's out to right, and then, wow, what a move, and he collides.
Accidentally just runs into his own player, it looks like. Ran out of real estate trying to go backhander, top cheddar, but Chaba was there. So, still 3-3 here with 2:50 remaining in this overtime session. 3-on-3 action. It's Dagg into the zone. Dagg still with control of the puck. He'll put on the brakes. Trying to go down low towards Vesper, but a nice play there by big old McRae to shield the puck away. And we actually lost the lid for Vesper, so he's got to go straight to the bench. And a small advantage here as Schneider gets the puck. He'll leave it for Amston. Amston backhands it towards Schneider, gets through. Two players take the collide, and then another lid gone. So Dagg is off the ice. So it'll be Regan, Chalice, and Ellis for the Admirals against the Stampede here, as once again, equipment all over the place as Amston lost a stick.
It's broken on the ice. Players leaving everything on the ice here. 1-on-1 here, Freer against Regan.
Freer gets around and puts it in. A save made by Chaba. Just got a piece of it with the glove.
Referee's got the hand up for a penalty here. Stampede getting a penalty against him in overtime. Admirals with possession. Goalie is pulled.
Here's Henderson, brings it in the zone. Man advantage here, and we get a whistle finally with a minute 35 remaining in the overtime period, and a penalty call.
Wow, that is certainly something that changes the break as Freer dangles around. Regan makes a hip check. Freer by himself shoots to score, and Chaba with a glove save. Game on the line. McIntosh giving a hack down, resulting in a slashing call.
Well, what happened there, if you saw from that video, is actually McIntosh slapped the broken twig towards the goaltender, which is where this penalty was called. So a pretty atypical maneuver that results in that 2-minute minor, and the Admirals take a timeout to think about this and try to set something up, as they will now have a 4-on-3 advantage for the final minute 35 of this overtime session.
So Coach Stevens has decided that he's going to use this timeout now to give some instructions for his troops that have the man advantage. Bit of a drawn-up game plan here to get his players back out on the ice, to move that puck around, to take advantage of the man advantage that is in overtime. But unfortunately, there's no carryover into a penalty shootout, Joel. The time they have is a minute 32 with a man advantage, unless they end it here, electing to have Dale Harrop 17, 16 Regan, 47 Daigle, and 22 Chalice up against 16, and that's Freer, Mitchell, and Schneider, and Max McCobb.
Well, the Stampede have been stingy on the power play thus far. Let's see if they can do it in the 3-on-4 situation.
And they win another faceoff, sending that puck down. The Admirals on the regroup.
Daigle. He will leave that one for Chalice, and Chalice is into the zone. Plenty of time to work with him, and he'll play it over towards Regan. Now up top to Dag. He goes over to Chalice. Now back to Dag again. And Chalice back to Dag. Playing a little seesaw action, trying to find an opening with that puck movement. So far, nothing. Now Dag has it. Dag throws one through, shot, and a big save by Brooks, as he was forced to make a move on that one.
As Harrop was cutting across, looking to have a bit of a screen setup play here, as Daigle gets it, looking for that shot, stops, gives it to Chalice, gets it back from Chalice here. Eventually, as Regan has it, puts it up top to Chalice, back to Dag. Dag takes his shot, doesn't get all of it through.
Back underway here in the Brig. That's Ellis. He'll have it in the near corner, plays it up to Dag. Now over to Chalice. Down low towards Henderson. Tries to find Dag, does a nice job to hold that bouncing puck and keep it in the zone. Less than 30 seconds remaining in overtime. Now over to Chalice. Chalice goes down low, trying to find a tip there. Still loose, and then finally played up and kept in by Dag nicely, but it goes right to the stick of McCog. And McCog gets in the zone, but he's canceled out by Dag. And Ellis has it. He'll leave it for Dag. 5 seconds here remaining in the overtime. Over to Ellis, back to Dag. He'll just throw a clapper towards the net, but that will do it. 5 minutes, still not enough to decide between these two teams.
Unbelievable. So we will take, the players will take a break here and have a decision as to what will be made. So 3-on-3, we've had 5 minutes of overtime hockey. We've had 60 minutes of regulation hockey, Joel.
Well, it looks like McIntosh was trying to go to his bench, but was actually cut off by the linesman. So if we go to penalties here, it looks like he will not be eligible to participate.
An interesting wrinkle. So that does have implications for the penalty shootout, as we are checking over that NZIHL rulebook, just as captains Mitchell Freer and Justin Daigle conference with the referees. to determine what's going to be happening here. So what happens here, guys?
They gave 5 shots. Colin can't take a shot.
Okay, just confirming that Colin McIntosh will not be eligible to shoot. They are electing 5 shooters apiece to determine the outcome of this Game 1 Grand Finals in the NZIHL, played here at Paradise Avondale, aka the Brig, in Aotearoa, New Zealand.
It's pretty tight, I would say. Tight game.
Bit of an understatement here. If you can't, this is, yeah, squeezing that extra little bit of juice out of the lemon or orange or whatever fruit does make any sense. I really don't know. I don't even know what to say here. It's just pure excitement.
Pure excitement. I can feel that. I hope you can at home, because we are going to do what we have not seen before, and that is a penalty shootout. 5 skaters aside to decide who will take home this opening match in the Birgel Cup finals.
So if you are a goaltender in this situation, Joel, I got to ask you, because you are and have been a goaltender for a number of years. What is the mindset? What's the approach here in this pressure cooker situation? Do you got to stay composed? Like, are you just thinking about technique? Are you worried about shooters? Do you think on who's coming down, what their tendencies are, or you eliminate all that and you just play by feel?
You stop the puck.
That's it. You just do your job.
It's that simple.
I love it. Don't overcomplicate things. You've heard it here, folks. You just keep it simple. Do your job. Stop that biscuit from going inside of the net. Goaltenders have an enormous job. They are the greatest when they make those saves, as Chaba demonstrated with that glove save on Mitchell Freer in overtime to allow his team another chance to score to possibly win the game. Now we're down to penalty shots. I don't know. This is difficult to watch and exciting at the same time.
But please do.
It's kind of our job.
Here we go. The first shooter will be Fraser Ellis for the Admirals. They have the go. And he will be going up against Aston Brooks, the veteran SkyCity Stampede tendy. The pressure is on, and you can feel it in this building.
The linesmen needed to be directed back into their positions as Ellis gets set, and we get the whistle from the referee, and he is taking the shot.
And here's Ellis. And a big save made by Aston Brooks with the kick out of the leg to deny Ellis. And importantly, you do not get a rebound in a shootout.
That is true.
One take, and that's it.
Ellis did have Aston really out to rights a little bit as Aston came out really aggressively, but he made a nice move, fake, came across, and Aston does the splits and makes that save.
Read it beautifully. So up will be Mike McRae here for the Stampede, and he's going to take his time. Big save there by Chaba as McRae was looking to go 5-hole.
Trying to go through that 5-hole spot, Joel, but Chaba stops him. And we have the captain for the West Auckland Admirals coming up to take the second shot for his team.
So, no goals yet so far. It will be Justin Day against Aston Brooks. And a save made. Brooks
looking to catch him a little bit off guard. Yeah, Brooks up to that task. I think he got his stick on a dig, trying to get him with a quick shot, but he looked like he possibly had more opportunity on that backhand. Elected to take the shot instead, with the ice being very heavily snowed. Difficult to make and pull off a backhand maneuver.
Definitely caught Brooks a little off guard with that aggressive style. So now up it will be Max McCogg for the Stampede. McCogg tries to go 5-hole, and Chaba again closes the door.
Goalies certainly having the answer at the moment. Very, very well done by Chaba. Kirschkosh Mangosh as McCog comes down slowly here, makes his move, leg kick, forehand to backhand, forehand, and stopped.
Here is Nick Henderson now for the Admirals. Henderson is denied once again. Aston Brooks with that aggressive style making the save.
He's just baiting the players to try and deke around him as he's challenging out so far, but he's backing his athleticism to make those saves, extending the pad and the glove, taking away that time and space to Henderson.
And now we'll have the big guy, Matt Schneider, the ever dangerous player, shot and a save by Chaba with the right pad.
6 shooters so far, no goals, Joel. It's coming down to the last 2 shooters to decide this contest, as McIntosh is still sitting in the penalty box wondering what is going to happen here.
Hard to watch for sure, and here's Dale Harrop now. Harrop off the iron! Hits the pad of Brooks and then grazes off the iron, so another big save from the goalkeeper.
So he is 4 for 4, closing the door. What's in store for number 24?
And we will have Lockie Freer now to take the shot. And a save again by Chaba. So we've seen 3 towards the blocker side, 2 5-hole on Chaba, and nothing. Meanwhile, Aston Brooks has made a couple pad saves.
And a glove.
A glove and a stick. So this is it. It comes down to Jordan Chalish. If he scores, the Admirals win. And a save made by Brooks. A little bit of a stick handling action, but Brooks read it beautifully, and he was able to get a glove on it.
So this could do it here for the Stampede if this does go in, because Admirals have had all 5 of their shooters go. This is the last shooter for the Stampede. So a bit of pressure.
Connor Harrison scores this, it's game over, and the Stampede win.
Game number 1 of this best-of-3 final. Let's see what Harrison does.
And he scores! Connor Harrison puts it in, and the Stampede take home the first game.
What a backhand mover, and he goes upstairs on Chaba, who originally looked like he had that. It did deflect off his shoulder, and it went in on Chaba. Stampede take game 1 of the Birgel Cup.
My, oh my, all the way down to the last shooter here at the Paradise Botany, and the Stampede
Avondale.
take
You're
it
excited.
home.
I know how exciting this is, Joel. It's unbelievable. What action we have seen here. This is just unprecedented. Never in the history of the NZIHL have we gone to penalty shootout to decide the outcome of game 1 of a final.
Just an unbelievable game. A bit of a shame that it had to end in a shootout fashion, but just a hard-fought effort from both sides, and in the end, it was Connor Harrison who put home that backhand game winner in the penalty shootout. The only goal scored in the penalty shootout, and an absolute sensational finish to this game.
It absolutely was, Joel. I mean, you couldn't have asked or scripted something better to watch, to commentate, to view, be a part of. It was an experience. So any of you people out there watching this live stream broadcast, tune in tomorrow night. There's going to be another game. It is game number 2 coming live at 5 p.m. from the break.
And it will be the SkyCity Stampede tomorrow, with the opportunity to take home the Birgel Cup. With a win tomorrow, we'll clinch the series and become champions once again of the NZIHL.
That could be a record-setting, I believe the 7th, if they are successful tomorrow, hoisting the Birgel Cup. 7th championship. That is the most of any team in this competition, whereas the Admirals, they have 1 to their credit thus far, looking to stop them tomorrow night to have a chance to play again on Sunday.
Absolute ripper of a game. What do the Admirals need to do to regroup for tomorrow night?
Well, that is going to be a tough pill to swallow, losing game 1 in a shootout on penalties. But as Justin Daigle, their captain, said in the first period intermission, They got to stick to the process, stay disciplined, trust in their system. Things will come. The floodgates may open. If Aston lets one in, then another. Who knows? You don't know what's going to happen, but you got to trust in what you've been learning. Put it into practice.
Meanwhile, the Stampede showing their composure with some great talent down the end to finish it off. What do they have to do to close the door tomorrow?
Well, they've shown why they are and have been successful in the past as champions. They grinded out this victory. They're on away soil, on away ice, and they have managed to weather that initial storm that they faced by the Admirals. The Admirals were constantly dictating the pace of play. They killed off so many penalties in that first period, winning crucial face-offs, allowing that puck to get shot into the net. So more of the same if they want to win tomorrow night.
So stay tuned for more NZIHL Grand Final action between the SkyCity Stampede and the West Auckland Admirals. Will we see a winner tomorrow night, or will they force a Game 3? All up in the air, so stick around tomorrow, 5 p.m. here on the NZIHL stream.